Hello and welcome to a new season of Sand Shark Bites. We've lost track of how many seasons or pseudo-seasons we've had, but it's a new school year, so it must be a new season of Sand Shark Bites. I'm Justin Jarrett, Sports Information Director here at USCB, joined as always by the man with the golden gun, James A. Duffy. All this time didn't come up with a good nickname to call you, had to come up with something on the spot.
And from right now, this season can only go up from there.
Oh, only. Although it feels like that way a lot of the time, doesn't it?
But this is a big year. We got a lot of potential, a lot of stuff to deal with in the sports arena and on campus. This is a year that is, the excitement level is palpable.
It is. It's an exciting time. Over 900 students living on campus now, which is phenomenal. Built another dorm, filled it up, overfilled it.
Almost 20 new faculty hires in the classroom.
And some new hires on the athletic staff as well. In fact, watching that old intro, I'm like, oh,
we gotta make some changes.
We got a coach in there that's no longer here. We gotta bid adieu to Alexis Bennett. And
4 months passed and we did nothing to improve this show. It's just like we fell into another week.
Yeah, and then we just said, hey, when do you want to start the show? This week? Okay, let's do it. That's how much thought and planning goes into this show on a weekly basis, just to give you a little snapshot, a little behind the scenes.
That's how much we care about you, the viewer at home. It's terrible.
We could do a behind the scenes documentary of the making of Sand Shark Bites, and it would look an awful lot like Sand Shark Bites. Let's put it that way.
So we left you last year heading into the NAI opening round. That was our last show. We didn't cover any more of it. I hope you watched some of it at home. You know what happened. We hosted the opening round at historic Grayson Stadium, which was fantastic.
All I remember is rain. It just rained a lot.
Lots of games had to be played in single days. There were days where this young man right here was at Grayson Stadium for 16, 18 hours in a row.
It was brutal. And USCB not victorious in that tournament, but the man whose team was victorious is a Sand Shark. He is now a Sand Shark, and you've had a chance to meet him. Hopefully everybody's seen the news on our website. Bam Christian, Jeremy Christian, goes by Bam since he was a little boy. Bam Bam. He's our new baseball coach.
He led Point University, a number 4 seed.
Number 5 seed.
5 seed in the tournament. They got a trip out to Lewiston, Idaho from the Savannah bracket, and he thought that was pretty good, and we thought it was pretty good. And now we said goodbye to our old coaching staff. We're going to miss Coach Lou a lot. He's down in Pensacola now, but now we got Bam in there.
Yeah, Brian Llewellyn and Pat Cottrell went back home. They went to Pensacola State College down there. Created an opening and some anxiety for sure, but I feel 100% we got the right guy in here with Coach Bam. He's already met with his team. He's got them fired up. He's got them cleaned up.
You could not wear that beard.
I couldn't on his team, but he did approve me and Dan Strohecker because we keep our beards nice and clean. So
I saw McLean Hart's today, looking like a young man with the grooming he's done to himself.
Yeah, the youngsters have to clean up to abide by BAM's rules and regulations. Right. But high energy guy, exciting guy, and likes to play a fun brand of baseball, put the pressure on the opponent, and pressure burst pipes. That's what he said about 10 times in his interview. And I tell you, I recapped that interview for my wife the night after, and I was ready to run through a brick wall. I was fired up. So I think that's the way people are going to be about Sand Shark baseball in the coming years. But not the only new coach. We have one new coach who's not really a new coach, but sort of a new coach.
But he's collecting a regular paycheck now.
That's right, and that's Bernard Gaither. He's been an assistant coach, started out as a volunteer assistant, and I think he got a little stipend, and now he's the full-time guy, the head track and field coach. And with that means the growth of one of our favorite programs, the track and/or field team. Yes. There's a lot more track people and a lot more and/or field people now, and a whole bunch of freshmen. I think he brought in about 30 freshmen, and he's been recruiting tirelessly around campus, drawing people in too. Just, hey, can you throw heavy things? You look kind of fast. You want to run track? So we're going to have a full squad, and it's going to be impressive. I think there's a real chance for a conference championship there.
And trying to build the infrastructure out there, building pits left and right, and fences to keep things from going into the lake. And
and part of that move too was that Larry Kimball, in stepping aside as head track coach, he'll remain as head cross country coach and assist Bernard with track. but the main thing is that he will add to his plate track development. So he is going to go out and try to raise funds to build a track on campus.
We're going to need
his
about
goal.
$430,000, I think.
That was Becky Hayden's
in
project in your
class.
class?
Our business writing class. She came up with a number about $430,000 for just what we need and what would be good. It's not just the basics, but it's not also the high A standard.
The mid-range model.
Yeah, exactly. Your Toyota Tercel.
There you go. There you go.
Of tracks.
They still produce that?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I'm getting old.
But
yeah.
That's part of Coach Kimball's passion now is trying to get that developed on campus, and we've already got to start because our new volunteer assistant pole vault coach, Kenny McDaniels, he went and found us a pole vault pit on the cheap. So we got a beautiful pole vault pit sitting out behind the building waiting for maintenance to build them a runway, and we can start developing champion pole vaulters out there.
Yeah. So the point of that whole thing was welcome Bernard Gaither.
Bernard Gaither, yeah, we went down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
And then finally, one more welcome to the staff, and we'll have one more next week with assistant baseball coach, but gotta keep that one under our hat so far.
Is it me?
No.
I didn't even
a little more
apply,
qualified. I know you did some great work with the Beaufort Fall Ball kids a couple years ago, but yeah, we went a little
machine pitch.
Went in a different direction.
College level machine pitch, if we can do that.
I've coached coach pitch, so I can pitch to the guys that need you to hit their bat. But the final announcement is Crystal Sunderman, our new women's golf coach, and again, sad to see Alexis on that intro, but Crystal, I think, is going to be a phenomenal hire. You haven't had a chance to meet her, I don't think, because today's her first day.
Crystal, no Twitter, Sunderman.
No
also.
Twitter. She does have Instagram.
Okay,
she
well,
does have
I was
Instagram.
looking for her on Twitter, but
she's all about the Instagram.
Okay.
But Crystal comes to us from McDonough, Georgia, by way of California. She's been a California girl most of her life. Played at UCLA and then at TCU, and continues to play at a very high level. She has qualified for the USGA Women's Mid-Amateur Championship for players 25 and older. Again this year. She's made it the past couple of years, made it to the round of 32 last year. So one of the better mid-amateur players in the country, which is pretty cool, and just has just something about her. She's sharp. She's got a plan. She's got it all put together.
The release you wrote seemed to have really great ideas that she was coming to implement. That seemed to be pretty new and pretty innovative too. So our women's golf team looks like it's in good hands.
Yeah, and she inherits a heck of a program too, because they were ranked 8th in the country last year. They're loaded with talent. Only lost one starter off that team. Brought in some good freshmen, and we do wish Alexis Bennett well. She did a great job here, and got an offer she couldn't refuse. Division I opportunity at High Point, and we know she's going to do great things there as well.
The people that left here did well for us. We're going to miss all of them, but we're really excited about this new group of coaches we got.
Yeah, new blood always kind of rejuvenates things a little bit. You know, it's exciting over there. Got a lot of new players, a lot of new track and field athletes, and it's exciting to see fresh blood.
It's a great year. It's a great year. It's a great year.
It is going to be a great year.
Excited.
And
I'm excited.
We've got a great year in store for Sand Shark Soccer, we hope, and they'll be getting started. Well, they did get started on Saturday. They'll be getting started at home this Friday, 5 o'clock against Montreat, and then Sunday at noon against Campbellsville, Kentucky. And we're going to talk to Coach Ed Heberling about that in just a little bit, so he'll have a lot more about that. But a 2-0 win over Life University to start things off on Saturday, and neither of us was able to jinx that one, so hopefully that's a sign of things to come.
Yeah, we're excited about this. Already a little conference recognition as well with one game under the belt.
Yeah, absolutely. Karen Pimentel, who we selected as the Bojangles Player of the Game, the very first Bojangles Player of the Game. Shout out to JKJ, the owner of the Beaufort and soon-to-be Bluffton Bojangles franchises for that sponsorship this year. Karen also picked up Sun Conference Defensive Player of the Week award. So great effort by her. You look at the box score, you go, oh, Karen Pimentel had 2 shots and didn't do much. Well, Karen Pimentel almost single-handedly just dominated the midfield, and Life just had no hope.
It's kind of there is in the box scores that Life had very few shots on goal compared to us. And
they had 2 shots on goal, and apparently one of those was maybe not on frame. So Yeah, just a dominant effort defensively. We'll talk to Coach Ed Heberling a little bit about that in just a minute. And that's where we are for right now for this 2016-17 season. We're underway, but we're still just barely crawling into it. Cross country will get underway next week, although a few of the runners ran in the Bobcat Scorcher, but not an official event. Men's and women's golf still a couple weeks away.
But go ahead and set your calendar for October 22nd. That's our homecoming weekend, homecoming Saturday, and the Sand Shark Invitation.
Yeah, that's a huge day. You can plan on being in Hardyville, Bluffton area for that one. Hopefully, if baby Heberling has not reared his head, we will have a alumni softball game. And I've been talking to Bam a little bit about the prospect of an alumni baseball game as well. So we'll see. We could have a full slate of events that weekend. Could be a lot of fun.
Is there any chance that the assistant coach is going to be one of our alumni?
No, there's not.
Okay,
no, there's not. Sorry.
I had a dream, I think. But okay, so.
I'm curious who your dream was about now, but we'll talk about that later. So that kind of gets you caught up to speed on where we stand going into this season. Again, very exciting season coming up. Looking forward to a lot of great stuff, and hopefully we'll see you out at the soccer field on Friday. And to get you hyped up a little bit more about that, let's talk with Coach Ed Heberling, Sand Shark Soccer, right here on Sand Shark Bites. Joined now on Sand Shark Bites by USCB soccer coach Ed Heberling. It seems like, Coach, this is becoming a regular thing. You're the inaugural guest of the season. Every year the new season starts and we've got you on. And it's high time once again. Actually, for once, we already have one under our belt as we get ready for the home opener. Haven't done that very often, opening on the road, but went on the road on Saturday and knocked off Life University, which I know was a game that made you nervous because first-year program, you never know exactly what to expect. But your girls came out, played exceptionally well, and started the season off on a high note.
Yeah, it was first game. You know, I was a little nervous. I think some of the girls were as well. They had more confidence, I think, than I did. Going out, but like you said, it's just always that nerves. I can remember what our first game was like and the atmosphere at it, and you know, life is a good athletic background. So we went up there, but I felt pretty confident once we got in the circle and I heard Bridget Noonan say, "I'm hyped, girls, let's do this." And you know, they started off the game strong and never really let up. We were constantly at them. Haley Pena scored the free kick goal in the 6th minute, put us up 1-0, and then Anna Ginlad, a freshman for us, was able to put a second one up late in the first half, and we could kind of breathe a little easier. We still kept the pressure on. We played well, you know, the rest of that game, but you know, really excited to get home this weekend, coming against Montreat. My good friend Courtney up there at Montreat, their head coach, get to play them, and should be another tough test for us on Friday.
Yeah, Montreat, a team that struggled last season, but like you said, Courtney Nash has had some really good teams there over the years, so you can never overlook them at all. And play them at 5 o'clock on Friday out at Finland, and then it'll be Sunday against Campbellsville at noon. That'll be Youth Day, so if you're looking for something to do with the kids, come on out to Finland at noon. Have all kinds of activities planned. They can, if they get there early, they can first 22 get to take the field for starting lineups, I believe.
Yes, and, first 22 will have walk out with us and walk out with the Campbellsville starters. And I think there's a little gift pack too for the first ones that arrive.
I think so, and we'll have some halftime activities planned as well, so that'll be a lot of fun. And tell us, you know, you mentioned Courtney Nash, that Montreat team. Campbellsville ranked 14th in the country right now, I know. So tell us a little bit about these teams that you'll be taking on this weekend.
Yeah, Montreat, like you mentioned, they struggled a little bit last year, but Courtney does a great job coaching them. They'll be very well organized. They'll be a tough team to break down defensively, which we faced against Citadel in the preseason, and Truett as well. They were direct, and so we have a little experience in that. We just have to, you know, get better. And at Life University, we were able to move the ball around well, and hopefully that will translate against Montreat as she does. She will have them coached up well and ready to go. Campbellsville. Really excited about that one. That'll be a big game for us. Like you said, they're 14th in the nation in the preseason. Fortunately, their best goal scorer transferred, but I got to watch them yesterday play Truett McConnell, and they made some second half adjustments that changed the complexion of that game. And they look to be a very dynamic team. A couple fast forwards up there, very well organized. Their goalkeeper's an All-American from last year. So that'll be a good test for us, kind of let us know where we stand here in the early season and how we're going to be able to compete like we want to in the NAIA on a national level. So that game, noon on Sunday, will be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that one for sure. Hopefully we'll be 2-0 going into that one. And you mentioned they'll be dynamic offensively. We had a great defensive effort up at Life. Karen Pimentel locking things down in the midfield. Back line played great. Those are the players who don't always show up in the box score, but when you only give up 2 shots on goal, you know your defense played exceptionally well.
Yeah, and that was a weakness for us in our first 2 scrimmages, and we were able to sort a few things out. We moved Karen into the holding midfield, that defensive role, and moved Brooke Newman out to the right back, and that cleared up a lot of issues for us. And yeah, the back 4, Brooke, Aline Sturtson, Bridget Noonan, and Poppy Miller, with the complement of Karen right in front of them, did a fabulous job, did a fantastic job. We won so many balls, we're able to counterattack right away and kill numerous attacks, and we're looking forward to that back line being just as strong here this weekend for us.
Fantastic, and you've already mentioned several freshmen. Anna Ginlat, you mentioned, Aline Sturrison, and you mentioned Brooke Newman, all freshmen who are playing really key roles right now. Important, I know, to get that confidence early on. Last year you had some tough breaks early and just felt like, when are we going to get that first win? So to get that first goal in the 6th minute, to get that first win the first time out, the confidence builds for those young players.
Of course, and that's trying to set up the schedule for a little more success. We've always went out and tried to play tough teams and prepare us for conference, which it always does. We do much better in conference play. But you also like to have that confidence built. You like to be able to get that win under your belt and get that feeling so that you're hungry for it. You have that appetite to go out and win every game. And the freshmen came in, and like you said, the 3 we mentioned, Felicia Alpamura up front as well for us has done a great job. And now they know what it is to win at the college level, but also our returning players who have done a fabulous job. Brittany Lorenz, Bridget Noonan, and Karen Pimentel have helped bring this team together, unified the team, made us a family, and you can see it in everything we do. It's a true family atmosphere out there. We have a lot of fun, but we're working hard and we're getting the job done, in practice and in the games when we go out and work hard and play very well.
All right, well, bring your family out to see our family play some soccer this weekend, Friday, 5 o'clock at Finland Field right here on our Hilton Head Gateway campus in Bluffton. We'll take on Montreat, and then noon on Sunday, it'll be Youth Day, so great time to bring out the family, have a lot of fun, and see a great game against Campbellsville. Coach, thanks for joining us, and hopefully get a couple more wins under our belt this weekend.
Thanks, JJ.
Be right back with more here on Sandchalk Bites.
At the University of South Carolina, Beaufort, we offer small classes, individual attention, and an affordable education in an atmosphere that fosters diversity and achievement.
We are students.
We field 9 Sandshark sports teams that compete in the Sun Conference.
We are athletes.
We are one university with 2 campuses serving the coastal areas of South Carolina and Georgia.
We are the Low Country.
We are the fastest growing 4-year school in the University of South Carolina system. We are USCB.
That's a whole lot of ginger beard for one program, isn't it? Two red beards getting together, and if Coach Ed seemed a little lackadaisical or unenthusiastic at any point, he's dead tired. That team's been practicing at 5:30 every morning and getting after it. So they're worn out, but they're also hyped up and ready to go for the home opener on Friday. So hopefully we'll have a big crowd out to cheer them on and improve to 2-0. That'd be great. Well, a couple other things that we talked about during the break we wanted to
One important reminder,
with.
The time of year is to re-up your Sandshark Club membership.
Absolutely.
It's that time of year, your discounts are all running out that you've been relying on for the last year, and it's time to re-up there. For faculty and staff, you can do it through payroll deduction. Everybody else, come on in, write a check. We'll give you some nice swag to walk away with.
Yeah, you can even do it online, uscbathletics.com/sandsharkclub, all one word. Yeah, we got we got some new swag, blanket, a hat, long sleeve men's t-shirt, V-neck women's t-shirt. So
and the soccer order I put in over the summer should be in, so that fleece jacket is
it's
here
in.
just in time for August.
That'll keep you nice and cool for the last playoff game of the year. Definitely won't need that for a while, but yeah, Sandshark Club is one of the many ways that we're able to give our student athletes a great experience, supplement the budgets a little bit and help them out. And you get great perks. You get season tickets. You can get a stretch internet pass that way, get some swag, a sticker for your car, all that good stuff. And and we'll keep you in the loop on everything happening with the Sand Shark. So, like you said, family fund payroll deduction for faculty and staff is the easy way to go about it. Never even miss that money when you do it that way, right?
$4 a paycheck.
$4 a paycheck.
Yeah, drop in the bucket.
Never miss it. And one other promotional thing we can pass along, Sand Shark Club members also, along with students, faculty, and staff, now get discounts at Brown Golf courses. 6 courses here in the Low Country, and they're always looking to add to their repertoire, their portfolio. We got 6 courses: Island West, Crescent Point, Eagles Point, Rose Hill, Dolphin Head, and Pinecrest are the 6.
Nice job.
$5 off anytime, $10 off weekends afternoon, and you have to use a special code for those. Only available to you book online. It's only available to USCB students, faculty, staff, and Sand Shark Club members. So another perk to being a member. You'll make your money back in no time, right?
Outstanding.
And then we have 2 more items of business. First, you may be wondering about our old friend Carlo. We'll be catching up with him soon enough. He just got back to the States from Canada, the Great White North, for the summer. So he's trying to get back in the swing of things.
He's got a plan. Probably 2 weeks.
Yeah. He should be back on the program here in the next week or 2, and have a report on some of the Sand Shark athletics in a way that only Carlo can report on them. So we got him working on some other things as well. We're keeping him busy. So you can look forward to catching up with Carlo in a couple weeks. And then last but not least, it's time to hand out the official
coveted
Sand Shark Bites Athlete of the Week. And with one team in action this week, it narrowed our focus pretty narrow. And with all the hardware going in one direction, we have almost no choice but to pile on top. Karen Pimentel, USCB Women's Soccer, you're the Sand Shark Bites Athlete of the Week. As we mentioned earlier, just dominant in the midfield. Coach Heberling just keeps gushing about how good she was. She just shut down everything. Life had no chance to get an attack built up with her playing that holding midfield spot. So we look forward to many more days like that of just crushing the attack and not even allowing a shot. Taylor Superior got credit for a shutout, and she only had to stop 2 shots. So Karen gets a big assist there, and that's why she's piling up the hardware this week. And that's going to do it for this week's episode of Sand Shark Bites. We'll be back again next week. You can catch us right here on YouTube, on the county channel. You can find it various different places.
We're all over the place, man.
On our Facebook feeds, I'm
World
sure.
Wide Web.
Yeah, we'll post it on Facebook. Going viral.
Yeah, man.
But not the Zika virus.
Right.
We may have to worry about that if we go to Miami, but
that.
not around here.
I'm staying right here.
Not in the Low Country.
All right.
That's going to do it for this week's episode. We'll see you next week. Until then, keep those fins up.